Okay. Yesterday in online, all of you had the class. I said how to form differential equation. I will go a little later. We are solving differential equations. We discussed only one model, which is variable and separable, right? So tomorrow I'll try to come little 10 minutes early. Okay, can all of you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, what is the last question we done in the class? 47. Oh, that model we completed. Okay, all right. I want to discuss doubts, but I want to go further and then come back and discuss doubts. You may have doubts definitely, but we'll discuss. I want to go to next to homogeneous equation, how to solve that. Of course, here few questions are a little odd. Just a minute. I have very less questions here. Maybe I'll try to do all of them here. Okay. What is homogeneous? I'll tell you. Okay, but through the questions I'll tell you, and then we'll come back and discuss the theory about it. Okay. I'm going to discuss 49 now. So 49 to 53, I want to discuss all of them. X dy by dx is equal to y plus x into e power y by x. If you divide this x down, you will get dy by dx is equal to y by x plus e power y by x. Okay, basically what is this model is that dy by dx will have some expression in that everything will be in terms of y by x. You don't find x or y separately. You'll find y by x here. You may find y by x whole square. You may find sine of y by x or e power y. This is a function of y by x. So whenever you have something dy by dx as a function of y by x, okay, there are some slight variation also into some x square, x cube can be there. I think some x power n into y by x. We'll see that later. We are going to take y by x as z. If you see straight away, we cannot do variable separable. X and y can be separated here because this y by x, what are you going to do? Nothing can be done. Okay. So obviously variable separable cannot be done. So everything is in terms of y by x. So I'm going to take y by x as z and convert everything into z and x without any y. So send this x this side, you are going to get y is equal to zx. dy by dx is equal to z into derivative of x is 1 plus x into derivative of z is dz by dx. So wherever dy by dx is there, I'm going to write this z plus x dz by dx. And this whole thing will be converted into z. This is z, this is e power z. Z plus e power z. Now z will cancel. What will I get will be variable separable now. So I'm going to bring this here. I'll get e power minus z dz is equal to dx by x. Now we can just integrate it. E power integral is e power minus z by into minus 1 or by minus 1, it's okay. And this is log x plus c. You can as well leave it, but of course z is y by x, we're going to substitute it. And they said it passing through y of 1 equal to 0. We'll talk about that. Y of 1 equal to 0, what does it mean is when x is 1, y is 0. We write f of x like that. This is y of x, y as a function of x. When you substitute x as 1, y is 0. That's what y of 1 equal to 0 means. So I can use that to find c value. Okay. So when I put that, first of all, I have to put this back. So this minus up, This is minus z as y by x log x plus c. This is the answer. We can leave it here because they gave that. We are able to find c value. So when I put 1 comma 0 here, x is 1, y is 0, it is e power 0 1. That is log 1 0. Okay, so c will be minus 1. You can put that minus 1 back. You will get minus e power minus y by x is equal to log x minus 1. If you remove minus, so you can bring log x 1 this side, this to the other side, we'll get option C. You can see this part, right? Yeah. So e power minus y by x plus log x is equal to 1. Okay, this is called homogeneous equation. Why it is called homogeneous, I'll talk about it. But mainly when you find dy by dx, you will find RHS everything in terms of a function of y by x. And the method is take y by x as z. I'm writing 50 here for those who don't have the textbook. After completing this, just try the 50th one in the same way. dy by dx is equal to y plus x tan y by x whole by x. Anybody any doubt regarding 49?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So just try the 50th one. You have the book, if not on the board. Okay. Anybody needs more time or can I erase? Can I erase? Okay. I think some steps are common to this kind of question. That is, take y by x equal to z, y equal to zx, and dy by dx is equal to x into dz by dx plus z. This will be going to be common. And coming to this now, dy by dx is when I split it, y by x plus tan of y by x. So this I can write x dz by dx plus z is equal to, this is z, this is tan z. Okay, this z got cancelled here. Now variable separable, I can bring z, this one down, this to the other side. Tan z, when I bring this side, it is cot z dz. This will go to the other side, dx by x. Cot z integral is log mod sin z. And this is log mod x. You can even write constant as log c. Normally constant I'll write c only. But when everything is in log, if I write constant also in terms of log, it is easy to cancel out log later. So this is log mod sin z is equal to log of c mod x. Remove the log, you will get mod sin z is equal to c mod x. Actually, c can be positive or negative, so you can as well remove the mod and write sin z equal to some cx. Z means y by x. Sin y by x is equal to cx. We can know the constant if they would have given some condition. If not, we can leave it. So only cx, that's it. Okay, next you do 53, 51, 52 I'll discuss. Please do 53 next. So those who don't have the book, 53 dy by dx is equal to y square by xy minus x square. Okay, 50, everybody completed? No problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After completing 53, I'll give another question. Just think about it without any question number. Dy by dx is equal to 5x plus 7y by 4x minus 3. Okay, so try 53 and then try this question. I'll just erase this in the meantime. Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. Sorry, I did not notice that. Yeah. So where to? This is done, right? Okay, 53. Again, the initial step I honestly erased. I would have kept it. It's okay. Y by x equal to z implies y equal to zx. Dy by dx is equal to x dz by dx plus z. Coming to this, I can divide the x square all over. Dy by dx is equal to y square by xy minus x square. When you divide the x square all over, you will get y by x whole square, y by x minus 1. You can see everything is in terms of y by x. As I said right in the beginning, that here you have to find what is dy by dx equal to something. That has to be written as a function of y by x. Okay, so here everything is second degree. So when I divide the x square, automatically everything is converted into this. Okay, so I can even write that divide with x square from here to here. Okay. Now our usual thing, this is z plus x dz by dx. This will be z square by z minus 1. I can send this z to this side. X dz by dx is equal to z square by z minus 1 minus z square minus z square plus z by z minus 1. Now again variable separable, dz is there, so bring the whole thing here x to that side. I'll get z minus 1 by z into dz is equal to dx by x. Okay. So integral 1 minus 1 by z dz equal to integral dx by x. One integral is z, 1 by z integral is log mod z is equal to log mod x plus c. Let me see if they give any boundary condition. So they did not give any boundary condition. They just wanted solution, but they wanted to avoid log, so they wrote e power and all that. Okay, fine. So I can write c as log c or c doesn't matter. Okay, so I can send this log z to the other side. I'll get z is equal to log of zxc. There is a mod, but I did not write it. Okay, because if you send this one this side, log a plus log b plus log c is log abc. When I remove log, I'll get e power z. E power z equal to zxc. Now put z as y by x. Now when you put z as y by x, you will get e power y by x is equal to cy. Or k, something. Okay, if you wanted to do this question, I can write here. Okay, please try next question. Dy by dx is equal to 5x plus 7y by 4x minus 3y. Okay, just randomly I gave, you can think about it. I want to try writing here. If I write here, can you see?
No, sir.
Next. No, not you. Okay, I'm asking. I'll change the camera. Then. Okay, 53. Everybody clear? Any doubt? Those who completed 53, please try that. Please don't wait for me. I'm saying please try. So try. As we are experimenting and these boards have a problem because they are not using for months and we have to manage online, offline. Some time will be wasted. But you don't have to worry. We'll just set up. You have to just try the questions. Okay, 53 is done. Okay. I see some part of this board is a little eroded, so I thought this looks fresh. Let me try here. Okay. So same procedure again. Y by x is equal to z. Y is equal to zx. Dy by dx is equal to z plus x dz by dx. Now dy by dx is equal to 5x plus 7y by 4x minus 3y. Again, what I can do here, divide with x all over. I'll get 5 plus 7 times y by x, 4 minus 3 times y by x. So divide with x. Okay, so this is x z plus x dz by dx. Okay, so x dz by dx plus z. This is 5 plus 7z by 4 minus 3z. Send z that side, it will be some function of z. X dz by dx is equal to 5 plus 7z by 4 minus 3z minus z. I'll get 7z, constant 5, 7z minus 4z is plus 3z. No, I'm talking about 7z minus 4z is 3z, again plus 3z squared. Yeah. By 4 minus 3z. Yeah. Now, can bring here this, so 4 minus 3z into dz by 5 plus 3z plus 3z square equal to dx by x. Okay, I may not complete the integration part. I want to just give some ideas. Purpose I gave this question for that reason. I can put integration symbol. Linear by quadratic. What is the method?
A into derivative of denominator plus b.
Yeah, numerator you have to write a into derivative of the denominator plus b, right? If derivative of this is available, we can integrate log of this with the answer. If just a constant is there, we'll make perfect square and we use one of the three formulas, 1 by x square plus a square, x square minus a square, a square minus x. So you have to write this numerator as a into derivative of denominator plus b. I'm not going to do it, okay? When the question is in this form, how to do it, I just gave some idea. Okay, now some of these questions will come little lengthy, okay? There are chances that they'll ask in mains or advanced exam, they're less relatively, but still they can ask. They can give the full answer and ask few numbers here and there. Okay, so we cannot neglect. But in IP, you have quite a few questions of this model. I'll discuss what is the model, which are somewhat lengthy. Okay, in IP they'll come for 7 marks regularly. Okay, okay. Two things I have to discuss now. Basically, homogeneous equation is, I did not tell you what is homogeneous set. Okay, dy by dx, if you have a ratio, the numerator is in terms of x and y, and the denominator is also in terms of x and y. Of course, sometimes you can have only x or only y, but it's okay. This is a function of x and y, this is a function of x and y. In this, there will be many terms. For example, this may be x cube plus x square y minus 7 y cube. Okay. This may be 5xy square minus 9x cube, something like this, whatever it is. You can see every term here degree is same. You cannot see here. Okay. This is cube. Okay. Here degree power is 2 and power is 1. Total when you add the powers it is 3. Here also it is 3. So everywhere degree is same. Denominator also degree is same. Okay. So in the numerator, every term x may be there, y may be there, but when you add the powers, it becomes same number. Then it is called homogeneous expression in algebra. Okay, polynomials or something. Here also same. If numerator and denominator have same degree, then it is called homogeneous equation. Okay. Sometimes we also write like this, that you replace x with lambda x in this f of xy, replace y with lambda y. Okay. Then it should come lambda power n times f of x comma y. That is f of lambda x comma lambda y. Replace x with lambda x, replace y with lambda y. If you are getting lambda power n common and you are getting f of xy back, then we say it is a homogeneous expression of degree n. Okay, that indirectly saying same thing, that somehow the powers should in every term should be equal, right? So if numerator is a homogeneous expression, denominator is also homogeneous expression, that too of same degree, then we'll go for this method. If this and this are cubic, let's say I have this by this as a question. My dy by dx is this whole thing by this whole thing. Then the whole thing I have to divide with what? This by this is my question. Dy by dx. I have to divide with x cube. Whichever is the degree, okay, you have to divide with that. To divide with x cube, so that what is the purpose of dividing with x cube? Every term should become either y by x or y by x whole square or y by x whole cube or just a constant. Okay. So we already done. We can, if you now go back and see your 50, whatever 2-3 questions that were done. One of them is a linear expression x and y by linear expression. One of them is a quadratic by quadratic. Not quadratic means second degree expression by second degree expression. Right? Okay. Of course, sometimes you can have sine of y by x and cos of y by x, doesn't matter. If you actually take this by this total, okay, I can say, and forget about all these things. You have dy by dx equal to one expression. It may be ratio, it may be product, whatever it is. You write x as lambda x, y as lambda y. Okay. Then there should not be any change in this. Lambda should get completely cancelled. Then that kind of questions you can use this method. You may have sine y by x. You may have e power y by x. You may have 2x plus 3y by 5x minus 7y. Doesn't matter. Here x as lambda x, y as lambda y. Lambda will come common here, cancel. Here lambda will cancel. Here cancel. Here lambda cube will come common and cancel. Okay. So in any expression, when you replace x with lambda x and y with lambda y, if lambda get completely cancelled, you'll get the original expression back. Okay. We are going to use this method and we are going to call it as homogeneous expression. And the method is you divide with, try to get RHS in terms of y by x everything. That's the main point. We'll get it by dividing x square or x cube or x. You can understand with the question, right? Okay. Within this, there's one more model we're going to discuss. Sorry, just check. Maybe if I use blue, that is better. Just using black. That's all. Okay. So now we are going to discuss dy by dx is equal to ax plus dy by cx plus dy. Not that we're going to discuss one more, but I'm just giving idea. This is a homogeneous equation. So what are you going to do? Simply divide with x and take y by x as z. That's why I wrote that example, even though we did not complete it. Okay. What if I have some constant here? I have, let us say, ax plus by plus c by some px plus qy plus r. Okay. There is a general method and there are some specific cases. The general method is if c is not there, r is not there. Is it easy to do? Like this, divide with x. There is a way to avoid c and r. How is that? We are going to do somewhat like transformation of x. I am going to take small x as capital X plus h, small y as capital Y plus k. Okay. So what is derivative of this? Derivative of small y is same as derivative of capital Y. So I can write d capital Y and also d capital X. What about this? I will get a into capital X plus h, b into capital Y plus k plus c. Here also p into capital X plus h, q into capital Y plus k plus r. When I open this, I'll get a capital X, b capital Y plus ah plus bk plus c. In the denominator, I'll get p capital X, q capital Y, ph plus qk plus r. Now, what h and what k I should choose? I can choose this as 5 or 7 or 9 or 20. Anything is okay. But what is the purpose of taking this? Already question is in this form. Now also it is in that form only. The purpose of taking this plus h plus k is we want to make this into 0 and this into 0. If you can make this into 0, this into 0, this will come to this model and you divide with x and you do it, right? Okay. So that is the procedure. And now it is quite lengthy. Why? First of all, you have to do this, find h and k, and then take only this part now because they are 0. Then divide with x, and then you take y by x as z, and then you will get an answer. Then you have to write z as y by x back, and then y as capital Y you have to write y minus k, capital X you have to write x minus h. You will get an answer. Okay. So these are some lengthy questions, but they have to be done. But in some cases, without doing all this process, we can do easily. Okay. But these are general. Whenever we have a in this form. Okay. What are those 2-3 cases where we can do easily? So we'll come to this model, but let us see the easy models first. Sorry. Okay. Now, maybe I'll tell with a question. Let's say I have dy by dx is equal to 5x plus 7y plus 3. Okay, minus 7x plus some anything is okay. 9y plus 13 something. There, I'll tell you what should be the condition for the question to be easy like this. But this is a very easy question. Just do cross multiplication. Don't have to do all this y by x thing and all. When you do cross multiplication, what happens? You'll get minus 7x dy, 9y dy, 13 dy. This into this. Here, when you multiply, you'll get 5x dx, 7y dx, 3 dx. Now we're going to directly integrate it. Y dy, when integrate, what is the answer?
I square
by
by
2, right? And this is the dy, sorry. Integral dy will be dy. So this integral will be 13y. This integral will be 9y squared by 2. This integral will be 3x. This integral will be 5x squared by 2. Only thing that we cannot integrate is this and this. Because integral x dy, if you know x in terms of y only, you can do. Otherwise, how can you do that? Okay. Yeah. So we cannot do this. We cannot do this. But together we can do it. When you bring one side, what will happen? We will get 7y dx plus 7x dy. That is going to be 7 of y dx plus x dy. And that is 7 of d of xy. What is the derivative of xy? X into derivative of y is dy plus y into derivative of x is dx. Right? Okay. Let's say I would have got here 7 and here some other number 9. I cannot do anything. 7y dx plus 9x dy. I cannot write d of x. Okay. So when you have this number and this number or same number with opposite sign, then only this method is useful. Do cross multiplication directly. If you do the long method of what I told also, same answer will come. But why to do long method when there's an easy method? But every question we cannot do like this. So when the numerator coefficient of y and in the denominator coefficient of x and the sum is 0, then don't have to worry about all the long method. Just do cross multiplication. Just these two together you will get. Apart from this d of xy, at the end of this chapter, we'll see some questions where in some particular question, I may find some term x dy minus y dx by x square somewhere by adjusting it or something, which I will be writing d of y by x. Because if you apply UBA rule, what is the derivative of y by x? X into derivative of y is dy minus y into derivative of x is dx by x square, right? Sometimes you may find, for example, you may find sometimes root x square plus y square. Here you may find x dx plus y dy, something of that sort. Then we are going to write this x dx plus y dy together as derivative of x square plus y square with the off outside. And down also root x square plus y square is there. We are going to take x square plus y square as t, and this will become dt. dt by root t, we can integrate it. Root t or sine or cos something. Okay. That kind of models we'll discuss. This also in a sense belongs to that, where because we are using dxy. All right. There also we'll get some across question somewhere x dy plus y dx by some y cube. Something will be there on the RHS. Okay, let us say x power 5 dx, for example. Let's say this is a question. What we'll do is I'll divide with one x cube here and one x cube here. When we say why did you divide with x cube, is that this integral is easy because everything is in terms of x. This integral, the numerator is derivative of xy. So what I should have, rest of the expression also should be in xy so that I can take xy as t. For example, if I take xy as t, denominator will become t cube and numerator will become dt. Integral dt by t, I can integrate it. Okay. So those kind of questions we'll see later. But coming to this, okay, ax plus by plus c by px plus qy plus r, in that few cases are there. First case, when b plus p is 0, okay, just do cross multiplication. Okay, that is one mode. If all of you have material, we have written this full notes, that's why I'm not giving the notes, I'll show you. Yeah, page number 202 in that fourth point. Please take in the material, page number 202, the beginning of this chapter, theory. This is second year mains volume 2, in that page number 202. Okay. In the fourth point, what is written? Differential equations reducible to homogeneous equation. If I was teaching at home, I would have shared the screen and showed you, but now I'm teaching here. Okay, the question is dy by dx equal to a1x plus b1y plus c1 by a2x plus b2y plus c2. What is the case 1? Case 1 is a2 plus b1 equal to 0. That is exactly the present topic we discussed. Numerator y coefficient and denominator x coefficient. They said do cross multiplication, combine the suitable terms and integrate it. Okay. Case 2 is det of a1 b1 a2 b2 equal to 0. I'll explain with an example. Okay. When you say det of a1 b1 a2 b2, that means this number, this number, this number, this number, these four, the det is 0. Basically what does it mean is these two are like parallel lines. Okay, this by this is same as this by this, means they are somewhat like parallel lines. Then also we have an easy method. I'll discuss that. When this by this is not equal to this by this, and this by this is not zero, then we have our lengthy procedure. That's all. Only three cases. You don't have, if you don't have the book, it's okay. I'm explaining thoroughly. Those are listening online. I hope board is somewhat clear to you. You're able to manage.
Yes.
Clear. Okay. Okay. Let us say I have dy by dx is equal to 10x plus 15y plus some 7. 4x plus 6y plus some 3. This is a question. You can say 10 by 4 is 5 by 2, 15 by 6 is also 5 by 2. Basically, they are like parallel lines. In fact, you can see carefully. If I take 5 common here, 2x plus 3y plus 7. If I take 2 common, 2x plus 3y plus 3. Okay. Now, if you remember, where differential equations in general, if somebody gives, will not be able to solve. We are learning step by step. The basic model we learned is variable separable. Bring all the x one side, y one side. Next, we learned something which is not variable separable, but we are able to convert by taking x plus y as z, x minus y as z, 2x plus 3y or something. We had done few questions, right? Okay. This is also somewhat like that. Even though we are discussing y by x model, but coming to this, here also 2x plus 3y is there, here also 2x plus 3y is there. So what should I do? Take 2x plus 3y as z, right? Because this whole thing will become z now. I'll get variable separable in terms of z, nothing great. Okay. So, like we had done yesterday, some questions taking x plus y as z, or x minus y as z, or x plus y plus 1 as z, something like that. You can take 2x plus 3y as z. If somebody wants, you can take the whole denominator as z, and it is possible to write numerator also in terms of z. Or somebody can take whole numerator as z, you can write denominator also in terms of z. Okay. Right? It's quite possible that you can take this as z, right? And then 2x plus 3y will be z minus 7 by y, put it here. So somebody can take, you will find the same term in the numerator and denominator in the form of ax plus b. You take that as z, or whole numerator as z, and write numerator, only numerator as z or only denominator as z, whichever it is you can take, not a big issue. Okay. Now, what will happen to this now? 2 plus 3 times dy by dx is equal to dz by dx. Now, this dy by dx, based on that, I can write dz by dx minus 2 by 3. This will be 5z plus 7 by 2z plus 3. That's it. Now it is variable separable. How to do it? 10 3 this side, 2 this side. You will get dz by dx is equal to something in terms of z. Okay, 15z plus 21 by 2z plus 3 plus 2. Something in terms of z will come. Okay, now bring the whole thing here, dx here, and integrate it. Okay, so this is also maybe little lengthy, depends on what kind of linear will come, but it is not very difficult because you are getting a linear expression in terms of z. By linear expression in terms of z into dz is equal to dx. Not very difficult. That's why you have just roughly I'm writing 2z plus 3 Or let me write exactly what is the 4z, 19z plus 27. How will you do this integration? Or let me ask one simple question. Integral 2x plus 3 by 19x plus 27 dx. How are you going to integrate this? Anybody want to give idea? Such a simple integral I'm asking, nothing complicated. Linear by linear, not even quadratic.
We'll write numerator as a into denominator plus b.
Yeah. You can do like partial fractions after all. Degree is same, right? You can divide, you can write it as a mixed fraction. You may get it as maybe 2 by 19 plus something 5 by 19x plus 27. These are not correct, but what I'm telling you, some number plus some number by this, right? This into x will come and the 5 log this will come by 19, something of that sort. Okay. That is partial fractions way of understanding. Whenever degree is same in the numerator and denominator, in partial fractions we convert into improper fraction will convert into mixed fraction, right? Okay. Otherwise, you can write numerator as a into denominator, not even derivative, a into denominator plus b. You have to just see how to write this as this into some number plus a constant, right? If you don't even want that, simply take denominator as t. Okay, that is very simple. You don't have to remember anything. Simply take denominator as t. This will be t. This will be something in terms of t. Let us say it may be 5 by 19 t plus 4 by 19 or dt. Okay, something of that sort, or dt by 19 maybe. Not a big issue. Take this by this, t will cancel, 5 by 19 integral is 5 by 19t. Okay. And this by this will be 4 by 19 into log t. Okay. So linear by linear is nothing great integral. Okay. So when you have these are somewhat like parallel lines, this by this equal to this by this, you can take this ax plus by term which you find common in the numerator as t. If you want, you can take the whole denominator as t, whole numerator as t also, not a problem. Ultimately, you'll get a linear by linear. If this is also not working out, that is this y coefficient, this x coefficient sum is not 0, and these two are also not parallel lines, but still you have constant. Then we have to write small x as capital X plus h, small y as capital Y plus k. Find h and k such that we can eliminate these two. Okay. Of course, that h and k will be nothing but point of intersection of these two lines. Because if I solve these two, get a point of intersection, if I shift origin to that point, in a line constant will not be there, right? If a line is passing the origin, it will be in the form of y equal to mx. There will not be any c, right? Okay. These are somewhat like line. If you equate this to 0, it is somewhat like a line equation. That is like a shortcut only. Okay. Purposely in the SN mains material, we are not given questions which are lengthy like this, where you have to write small x as capital X plus h, small y as capital Y plus k, because we thought in objective exam they may not ask that much. Even if they do ask, in IP preparation or in IP homework, already those questions are done because there are many. Okay. So tomorrow I'll discuss some 51, 52, whatever two numbers are left. And then in IP, I'm going to, directly from the textbook exercise, I'm going to do one question each one model. Okay. So that will get a clarity. All right. But those questions, when you try on your own, model questions, when you try on your own, many times some children will not get answers. That is because usually they'll do some silly mistakes somewhere. Okay, they'll not have enough patience to write long solution. Somewhere instead of plus, they'll write minus or something. If they don't do any mistakes, definitely answer will come, no doubt about it. Okay, so we'll see tomorrow. So what I told based on that, okay, anybody has IP textbook here? Just a minute, maybe take. Oh, what I was talking about, this linear by linear, this kind of expression, that is exercise 8D. Okay, exercise 8C is so many questions are there, but all are only one model. Okay, that we already done. What is that? Dy by dx equal to some expression you divide with x or x square or x cube, the whole thing will be converted into a function of y by x and take y by x as z. So you can go through examples before 8C. You'll understand what to do. And exercise 8C questions are very, very simple. Okay. You may not get 2-3 questions here and there, but other you try each and every question, you'll be able to do it. Okay. So tomorrow I'm going to discuss first your doubts in 8B and 8C. Okay. Then I'll go further with the 8D models. Okay. 8C, I want everybody to complete fully by tomorrow. Okay. But few people, if they're not able to complete, but at least I want them to do some 15 questions in that exercise at least. So that we'll get a clarity on what is that model. Okay. Otherwise, there's nothing new about it. Okay. Thank you very much.